Hello, hello, Chalkin History friends. How are you today? It is Thursday? Wednesday? I don't even know. I think it's Thursday. Let me look. It's Wednesday. I thought so. Holy cow, you guys. Okay. I hope you're having a great morning so far. We are live quickly today. That went quick. Okay. Oops. What's going on? Okay. Say hi as you hop on. If you see a red live box, that means you're live with me right now. If not, you're catching the replay. You can rewind, fast forward. If you just can't wait to see the finished product. I do have someone coming to the house. So if I have to split early, I will have to sign off quickly, but then we'll continue with the part 2. So that's why the title of the video today says part 1. We are going to play with the Classic Peanuts Valentines, and I'm going to show you what I got here. I know I just literally broke this, so I'm a little mad about that, but we will have to do something to make that a little stronger. Anyways, I have cutouts. If you guys would like to get your hands on these cutouts, again, I will improve this one to make it stronger so that doesn't come off. It's still okay. It still includes that little mini heart. So all you would have to do is just sand that down a little bit. Anywho, comment. Let's see what we can comment here. Comment Valentines for wood cutouts. Okay. Get that over there. And then let's get that on the screen for a little bit. These I think are going to be fun. We'll do one today. Just because I'm a little short on time. I'm supposed to get the spring release today. There hasn't been any snowstorms to stop it from getting here, so we'll see about that. But it's supposed to deliver, so hopefully maybe tonight I can do a live and we can unbox it. I actually split my order in 2, so then we'll have 2 boxes to unbox. All right, so that's exciting. Anyway. We got You're Just My Type. I'll put the cutouts underneath it. We have You Rock. We have You're a Catch. I think that'd be fun if your kids or you, they have an adult league, right? They have baseball, softball. I think that would be fun for kids to give that one out. Still drinking my morning coffee, you guys. And then this is Charlie Brown saying, "You're my number one." He's singing at the mic. I think I'm going to do Snoopy. Let's keep going on with the Snoopy. We did Snoopy last night. So let's go ahead and do Snoopy today. Plus, I think the shape of this one might be a little bit better for what I planned on doing today. We're going to make a beaded garland today. So let's get started, okay? Again, womp womp, but we will fix that file and we're gonna give that a quick little sanding. Where's my little sanding block here? I'm just gonna get a little sanding block and round that off. Nice and easy. Kind of going back and forth, make it nice and smooth. There. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, no harm, no foul, right? Okay. You're Just My Type. So the kind of wood I use is kind of like an MDF. I think they call it draft board. It is super duper, it's normally super duper firm. I just think there wasn't enough up here to connect. So we'll kind of just make that a little bit bigger, or we'll just not even include those 2 hearts. It's gonna be cute without them either way. All right, so it comes with this masking paper, which is really nice. Hi, Tracy. Very easily we have an ink product. So it's the same as chalking. You lay the patterns down on the onesies or little kids' t-shirts. You use our ink, just like you would our paste. And then you heat set it with an iron for a minute or two and it's done. Easy peasy, so simple. All right, so then there's a masking on the back side too. And what's nice about the masking paper is that your wood projects will not have any wood burns on it, which is awesome. A lot of people don't like that wood char. I don't mind it because you're going to paint over it anyways. So I hope you're doing well, Tracy. Are you still teaching? So how cute is that? So that's what that'll look like. Okay, let's get this guy painted. I'm going to take out my vanilla. And we're going to grab our handy dandy foam brush. And I'm going to grab some water real quick. And I'm just going to spritz it just a little bit. Not too crazy wet. Just a little bit. And then we're going to paint this guy up. Make sure you guys are painting the right side. I've done that before where I did not paint the right side. You could use our crackle on this, that would be fun. The MDF doesn't have like a wood grain pattern, so you can go either way with it. Okay, that's good. Let's get it dry. And I'm just going to keep it simple. We're going to use black. Good morning, Mom. We're going to use black and cherry today. Pretty good. Trying to decide if I want to do a second coat, but I really feel like that almost matches the paper, like it had the paper on there. Okay, we need to grab our wax. We always wax. I always wax. And get all this excess off my brush. Aside, grab a paper towel. I feel like I'm gonna have to do the wood bead garland as a separate post. I have someone coming at like 11:15, so I have to cut it off. So let's get this pasted. And then I'll either record it later or we'll go live later when I do my unboxing of my spring release, if it gets here. I hope it gets here. My peanuts release that I opened up yesterday, that got lost. It was in limbo for a good week and a half. Nowhere to be found. Like the last scan was the 22nd, and then it just showed up yesterday, so I'm happy about that. Happy it showed up for sure. Okay. All right. Let's grab our transfer. I'm gonna say Classic Valentines. And this one is just my type. I label my backers because they're all the same size. So if I have them all opened at once, then I know which one goes to which one. They might vary in size a little bit, but I just want to make sure I get it to the right one because you want to keep your transfers. They are reusable, they're washable, which is awesome. All right, so we're gonna get this guy lined up. Oh my goodness, that's gonna look so cute. So cute. All right, you wanna lay that down, make sure it's nice and smoothed out. All right, and then I'm gonna get a tray. This handy dandy little tray here. All right, we're gonna do black, so I'm gonna knead this up a little bit. I sealed that the last time I used it. Still very creamy dreamy in there. We'll take the corner off, and then I'll put a little bit in the corner there. And we'll be able to reseal that again. I had white out, but I don't need white. We're gonna take cherry. If you ever get the packets, you wanna knead it like a little icing packet. You wanna kind of just stir everything together. If you're working with your jars, you can stir them, make sure everything's incorporated. And I cut it opposite the color, so I know what's in it. A lot of people will just chop it off and then they don't know what's in their little packet if they save it. So I'm not gonna need a whole lot of the cherry, so we're just gonna put a little bit here. There we go, and we'll seal that up. All right, so I am gonna start, oh no. Erg. Oh, I did not realize I had that on my hand. Yep, you saw it happen here. All right, I'm gonna try to dab that off a little bit without getting it too wet. Oh, jeez Louise. All right, let's try to dry it. Everything else is gonna be black and white, so I just wanted my heart to be red. Gosh darn it. Okay, we're gonna grab a little bit of that cherry. Let's get this, see if we can get this covered for the most part. All right, we're just kind of dragging it over the heart. I think I'm gonna do Snoopy's, the roof too. Isn't the roof of his house red? All right, I'm gonna be very careful around his ear. Just doing the heart here. I'm not trying to lift it, I just want to move it here. There we go. All right, let's get that excess off. I want to say the roof of his house is red, so we're going for it. We are going for it. All that excess off. We're going to do that red little heart right there. Okay, I'm going to offload what I have on there so I can get the rest of this off. If you see white, make sure you get it. there's that. I don't, where is this black coming from? It's everywhere. All right, and then I'm gonna get a mini squeegee. You know what? I'm gonna get another little cut up squeegee, I think. And we'll do the rest in black. I really didn't even need this black. Honestly, you guys, you don't need a whole lot at all. At all. I'm so bummed I did that. Gosh darn it. The typewriter. Get the corner of his ear there. All right, let's put that back. Let's get that excess off the best you can. He's gonna look so cute. Okay, let's peel it to see how it turned out. How cute. Let's get a nice good close-up of this. Try to grab it by the sides. Oh my goodness, how adorable is that? So cute, so cute. You're just my type. I still see red. What we could do, or black, we could put that back down and do it again. But how cute is that? Oh my gosh, so cute. Let's get it dry. Then we can try to go over that. Let's see if that helps. I love the black, white, and red. That looks so good. So cute. Or I wonder if I could try to scrape it and then do the red again. We might be able to. And then maybe it's not so bad. Okay, let's see. Because we waxed it, right? It does just sit on top of that wax, and it does help that we can kind of pull that off. I am just going to also get it out of my transfer here so we don't transfer it back. So we're just going to kind of wipe it up a little bit. Get that. And then we'll do it from the top. And we'll kind of just give it a quick dry with a paper towel. Okay. Put that to the side. Let's get another paper towel. Because you don't want to put a wet transfer on top of a dried project, okay? Definitely don't want to do that. Let's flip it over, get the moisture off this side, including if there's any wet paste still on it. Now I'll give it a good cleaning once we're all done, but I want to try to redo that part. So we're going to line that back up. that lined up. Wow. All right, that lined up nicely. All right, we're just doing the heart. That's all we're doing. So let's just get very little, guys. I'm going to redo the entire heart because you'll see a difference if you don't. Like the reds would be a little darker in spots if you didn't. So we'll just put a little layer on there. Grab a little more. All right. Just about done here. All right, let's see if we can get this pulled up. Nice and slow. That's better. All right. Get it dry. Guys, that is it. Stay tuned.